Okay, Mike, this thing is, I don't know what the make is. Nobody seems to know. I actually sent Geisler boats up in Canada. I thought it was maybe a Geisler because it looked like one of their boats. But this is a really common construction. But it's Western red cedar, white oak frames, the keel, the stringers. But this is the area I'm talking about. So nowhere else in here did water sit. So the transom, everything is good up to about the forward 1/3 of the boat. And some of it runs up in here. I don't have light. I've got to check, that keel cap. But it's trash right there. And I've ground some of this out, as you can tell, because it was so flaky it was going to not offer any structural integrity, even with the get rot, or this is just wet system penetrating. And that worked pretty well right here, just as a test. So that's what I plan on doing here, is using the penetrating, then going with the deeper kind of peanut butter thickened epoxy in these holes, kind of level it out, and then put some matte fiberglass in these areas. Probably put a splint on this cap. Not sure of that yet. And then over top of the mat, probably 2 layers of that. Work in some of these frames. As you can tell, I've got situations right here, and even under these frames I'm going to work in the thickened epoxy because these are kind of hollow underneath. But again, it's kind of localized in here, and so it might give us some temporary usability out of the boat for the summer. But the right thing to do is just flip it over and cut all that out, and I realized that. But that's all glued up Western red cedar, and not that it can't be done, but and the boat doesn't weigh that much. It's only 14 feet. The bottom is fiberglass, and that's kind of what kept this bottom from going all the way through due to the rot, is the resin it absorbed into the cedar. So that's kind of a plus. Anyway, that kind of sums it up. But it's not a bad looking boat. A guy by the name of George Patrick put these mahogany ply decks on it some years ago. So it was just an open boat up until the 80s.